Hello, Kolade. Good evening. Thanks for joining the meeting. Thanks for joining the call. Good evening, everyone. It's so good to have you on this call tonight or this evening. I mean, it will be good to meet us. Kindly introduce yourself. Kindly introduce yourself while we wait for more persons to join. We have over 20 persons on the call on the group. I believe that we should get a good number joining this training session. It promises to be interesting and empowering. Also, you can kindly unmute and introduce yourself in a few seconds there while we wait for others. Thank you so much, Gabriel. Thank you, Oluwaseyi. Okay, so for those of us who are already here, kindly uh kindly be patient. A few more persons will join. It will be good to also know that this session is being recorded so that we can have a replay of the whole event. But it's best you are part of it while it is live so you can ask your questions, get clarity, and be able to make the right decisions for yourself. All right. All right. All right. Sorry about the echo. We shall be starting almost now. Apologies for those of us who have been waiting. So this is one website that I want everybody to get to know, and I will be sharing my screen right about now. Kindly confirm that you can see my screen. Please, can you confirm you can see my screen? On the call, please, Gabriel and Oluwaseyi. Please kindly confirm you can see my screen. Am I audible? Let me know so that we're able to fix that. All right, so this is one website that I want everybody to get familiar with. Look at it here, kdp.amazon.com, kdp.amazon.com, and this is where all the publishing that we'll be doing, that I will be introducing us to, will be taking place. So kindly note this link in on your phone so that you can as well use it for all that you will need it for. All right, so this is kdp.amazon.com, and what you are expected to do is to, this is welcome to Kindle Direct Publishing. So Kindle, KDP is shortened for Kindle Direct Publishing. So there's a time where you want to publish a book, you want to publish a material, you have to get a publisher. So this publisher will decide on your behalf if your book is worth publishing before they go ahead to publish or not. But with the advent of technology and the internet, you can actually get that done without any intermediary. Sorry, I'm trying to let someone in. All right, Sandra, you're welcome. So with KDP, like I mentioned earlier, with the internet, you can actually get this done without needing that uh, intermediary, which is a publisher, who will decide whether they want to publish your book or not. So, but with the internet and with Amazon, you can get that done by yourself. That's the reason for this training session. So more persons will join. So don't be discouraged. You could take your notes, learn as much as you can, absorb as much information as you can while you are here. And if you have questions, do well to ask questions. Do well to ask questions. So let's go right ahead into where we were. So this is the platform that I'm introducing us to. I'm sure many people are not aware of this website, of this information. That's why you discover that they are not getting as much from the internet, or they are not getting as much value from the use of the internet, right? And with this secret, you can actually go a long way in how you benefit from the internet and what you can actually do with it. So this is KDP. You have the option to either join or sign in. So what does it mean to join? So if you are a new person, you do not have an account with KDP before now, you can actually you can actually join, then create your account. So this is your name, your email address, your password. Then you enter password, you click create your KDP account. That's what you do when you want to join. If you are clicking on sign in, all you need to do is to enter your email or phone number. Then you follow the prompt. Then you are in. This is how you enter your, this is how you get into your account when you already have one with KDP. So like I mentioned earlier, KDP is Kindle Direct Publishing, made available by Amazon, and I mean KDP is one of out of the several opportunities or products available by uh, by Amazon. So it's good. Like I mentioned earlier, take note of the link, take note of it. So this is kdp.amazon.com, and this is when you create an account, when you create an account, you are able to have access to this dashboard. So this dashboard is the first thing you see when you log into your KDP account. I believe we are together. If you can hear me, please, I'd like you to unmute uh, or use one of the reactions to let me know that we are together so that I can know where we are. Oh, great. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. All right. So, yes, so this is where you get to. And I like to, all right, so let me just, all right. Uh, eh, is Emmanuel Adedoyin on this call? Please let me know. If you're on this call, I want to confirm you are here. I didn't get that. If you're speaking, I didn't get you. All right, I guess we should make progress. So this is the platform um, for the KDP publishing. When you access when you access your account, this is the general interface you see. So this is a book by someone already published on the platform. So I just want to run us through how you too can also learn the publishing process such that as an author, you do not have to go and look out for a publisher. You can publish your book from any part of the world for free on Amazon, and you can get your book selling to anybody in any part of the world without having courier service, without involving any logistics. I mean, you are selling your book to anybody in the world, and people can look out for your book. They can search for your name on Google and see your book. They can make place an order from any part of the world, and in fact, you can actually not just publish your own book, you can help other people to publish their books on Amazon, right? You can help other people publish their book on Amazon such that they are able to, uh, you're able to earn from it also. If you look here, so I mean, those are important informations for you to realize, and that's why we have this training. So from this platform, you can create. So I mean, If you are new, okay, somebody is trying to join. Thanks for joining, Henry. I think more people, I believe more people will join uh, this call because of the value they are going to get. Um, please just hold on for a few seconds while I try to nudge, because I mean, over a good number of persons, showed interest in this training. So just kindly let them be part of this, so that we are not the only ones getting all the value alone. And I mean, I expect Oladiran to be here. I expect Shegun to be here too. All right, so this is KDP. This is the platform. Henry, please, if you can hear me, kindly unmute and speak up.
I can hear you.
All right, thank you, Henry. I
Just
just
came in
needed
right
that.
now.
Yes. Thanks. So this is KDP. Like I mentioned earlier, everybody should take note of this link. This is KDP. This is the platform that gives us the access to publish our book online, to publish your material online, so that you can reach the world from here. So you can reach the world without the need of the help of another person. You don't have to go and look for a publisher. You don't have to go and look for a printer. You don't have to go and chase people to help you publish your book. You can simply from your laptop or your phone publish your book to people around the world, and within a short period of time, your book is available for purchase. Your book is available for purchase online, and people can actually make access your book, and you can start earning from it. You can start earning from there. More than just you earning, I also mentioned earlier that you can help other people to publish their books also, and also earn from that. You can help other people publish their own books and earn from that. So I have mentioned that, and I believe that everyone on this call is ready, and you are going to get the best. You are going to get the best from this. So this is kdp.amazon.com. If you have a phone, if you have your laptop, also log into that, so that you can also follow the progression and see how we are getting things done, right? And this is so you can create, manage, or publish. Those are three main things. I mean, there are several things going on here on the screen, but I would not want us to be distracted. I just want to put us through so you can see how simple and how easy it could be to publish your own book or publish your book for others. So this is Create. So with Create, we will start the process. We'll start the process of publishing this book that we have in mind. Um, so you are now being asked, what would you like to create? You want to create an ebook, a paperback, a hardcover, a series page. So if you are familiar with writing, printing, publishing, you'll get to know the difference. So there's ebook. Ebook is it's your book in an intangible format that people can actually see, read, and interact with without necessarily having it in their hands. They don't have to necessarily touch it, but they can actually read it via digital means. That's the amazing Kindle. There's also a um, paperback printing. Paperback printing lets you to have access to your book in physical format. Thanks for joining Colade. Can you hear me? If you can, please kindly unmute. Welcome to the call and let me know you can hear me. All right, thank you. So we move on. So the paperback and hardcover are physical books that you can actually have. The difference is the thickness of the front cover. That's the difference. Difference is the thickness. So the content remains the same, but the thickness differs. So you know how that you get a book and you touch it, the very thick, it gives you one kind of experience that you love. I mean, for people who are book lovers, who read a lot, you just want to hold on to a book, and that book you can feel it. So that feeling helps you, endears you to actually, oh, let me read, let me read, and let me read. And there's also a series page. So collect your books together and build a single Amazon series page. So for those who want to create, who are not writing standalone books, but are creating books that are a collection, so a series. I mean, there are books like that are a series, something like the Harry Potter series. I mean, there are other books also and the series. So if you have something like that, you can actually explore that option for your book. But for the purpose of this training, we'll be looking at. Okay, someone is raising his hand. Kindly unmute and speak up so we can hear you. Colade, if you have something to say, please unmute and speak up so we know.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was a mistake. Sorry.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you. I thought as much because it took you a longer time to respond, but that's fine. Um, okay, so we have, for the purpose of this channel, we'll be talking about Kindle ebook. Uh, Kindle ebook. So let's see what the Kindle ebook looks like. This is the Kindle ebook. At any point you have issues, you need clarity, you need help, please feel free to call my attention. You can you can just raise your hand and I will definitely pick that. Thank you for joining, Godwin. Thank you for joining the call. All right. So this is, like I mentioned, for those who are just joining, this is KDP. I won't have to do this again, but this is kdp.amazon.com. So take note of that link and put that at the back of your mind. That is where the magic is happening. That's where you have to be. So this is kdp.amazon.com, like I mentioned earlier. So this is the first stage in the publishing process. So there are about 3 stages to publish your ebook. Just 3 stages to publish your ebook. One is the Kindle ebook details. Secondly is the Kindle ebook content. Thirdly is the Kindle ebook pricing. So I will be taking us through the 3 levels in this book publishing process. That's specifically the ebook publishing process. I believe you can all see my screen and I am audible enough. So the first thing you want to the first thing you want to take note of is the language. What language are you publishing your book in? So there are several languages. There are hundreds of languages in the world. There are several languages in the world today. So you get to decide what language you want to publish your book. And as you can see, there's English, there's German, French, Spanish. The list goes on. Finnish, Icelandic, Irish, Luxembourgish. So depending on what language you are publishing your book, you can actually select that. So for us, I'm speaking English, and that's the language I mostly communicate with and publish books in, right? For Nigerians, I know we have more than English language. There might be a challenge with let's say you have a book written in Yoruba, or you have a book written in Hausa, or you have a book written in Igbo or Efik. The challenge here is that you will not be able to publish that book. Thanks for joining this star. Thanks for joining. So but it works well for the languages listed here, as you can see. So this is English. So we are working with English language. The next thing is, what's the title of your book? What's the title of your book? So for the purpose of this training, I will be using a book that I have. So let's say this is the title of the book. If your book has a subtitle, sometimes you have a subtitle for your book. You can actually have it here. Let's say yes. So this is it. I mean, you've put in your book title. If your book is a series, if you remember well, I mentioned series. If your book is part of a series, you can add it. If not, you leave it alone. If your book is a standalone book, you get to just skip it and you make progress. Um, so if this is your revised edition, fifth edition, seventh edition, you can put the number here so that your readers can know about that. Then you come down to author section. Author section. So at the author section, you want to know, you want to put out there the author of the book. Who is the author of this book? Who is the author of the book? So people would love to know who the author of the book is. So you want to put that information out as much as possible. So so let's say we are using this as the name of the author, right? You can also decide to use an alternate name. Some people have pen names. Those are names they use when they are having to write. So you discover that some authors, when they write their materials, they have a name different from their original names. So you can decide to do that and you make progress also. So that will mean that, so let's say you want to use your pen name. But if you're going to use a name, if you're going to use another name, you have to be consistent with that new name that you are going to be using, such that you are not always changing your name at every point in time. So people actually are able to know you. If you are writing this book alone, you can leave the contributor section. If you are writing the book with several other people, you can you can just put them here. So you have the option of putting um, let's say you want to put your editor is a notable person, you want to put their name here, who wrote your forward, who did the illustration, who is your photographer, that's if you have pictures in your book, who wrote your preface, who's your translator, who wrote your introduction. I mean, you want to acknowledge as many persons as possible in your book. And that's where this contributor section comes in. For the distributor, for description rather, for description section, description helps to describe your book. So for example, this is this is a book that shows you how to navigate yes. So this is a short description. You can actually take it further because you still have over 3,000 900 character left. So, I mean, do you have to exhaust the whole 3,900? Someone might ask. You do not necessarily have to, but you can, I mean, make the best use of the provision made available for you. So you want to make sure that you put in as much information as possible about the book. So all right, so I just added a few more tests to read so that you can all see. I believe we are all together and we can all see what I've done there. I mean, you can be as much, you can be, you can describe your book yourself. And this is a fictitious description for just to illustrate what's going to happen and how uh, the book is going to be perceived. So you think of the description as about your book. You know, when you have a physical book and you turn to the back page, back cover, you see about the book and about the author. So think of the description as about the book, and the informations here are supposed to uh, help your readers, your first time audience, get to know about what your book stands for or what they stand to gain from the books. That is what happens at the description level. At the next we go to the publishing rights. So you want to declare your if you own the copyright to this book or if it's just a publicly available material. So you want to, if it's your book, you already mark this as your own book, as your own work, so that you can get the needed the right respect for the book that you are publishing, right? So your audience, so this is where your primary audience, sexually explicit images or text. So does the book cover or interior contain sexually explicit sexual sexually explicit images, or does the book's title contain sexually explicit language? So depending on whatever you're doing, so you just want to make sure you declare that. For us, it's a no. It's a no, right? So there's also the reading age. So if you're writing romance, sexually explicit materials, you want to select yes. Why are you selecting yes? Will you be discriminated against? Obviously, no. But it helps to know how to categorize or place your book. So if you say yes, so it automatically makes your book 18 plus. If you say no, so it means that you have the options or the liberty to select the minimum and the maximum age for your book readers. So depending on you, you can decide to set a limit. So there's baby up to 18 plus. There's baby up to 18 plus for maximum. So you can decide to choose whatever works for you, and that will be what you get to use. So for let's make progress. So for primary market now, sorry, somebody is asking for the link. So for primary market, let us know which market do you want to place your book. So which market do you want to be the primary for your book? So do you want Amazon.com.in? I mean, when you see the domain, you already know what part of the world. So you see UK, you see France, you see Japan, you see Australia, you see Canada. So you already know. But for this training, we'll just stick with Amazon.com alone. And with Amazon.com, you are able to, I mean, of course, your book still goes to other people in other domains. So it's not just limited. The advantage of selecting other domains is that whatever domain you decide to start with, I'm sure you can hear me. Whatever domain you decide to start with, your book will be published within 72 hours or less on that domain. While for the other domains, it takes about I think about 5 working days before your book is published there, right? So when it gets to so when you select this, so let's say for instance you are in Canada and your target market is in Canada, so you definitely want to use .com.ca so that your immediate target audience are able to access the book within the shortest possible time, while other domains could take as much as up to 5 days before it gets published with them. I hope that's clear. If you have any questions, like I mentioned earlier, feel free to raise them, and we'll see how to provide answers to them. At this point, we have to choose category. We have to choose a category. Take note of the important things that I mentioned, and the take note of the important things I'm mentioning and the unimportant or the optional stuff that I mentioned, and so that we can actually know when you are doing yours, you can actually know what to do, right? While you are doing yours. So this is category. At the category section, you have to choose what categories do you want to publish. You want to get your book published. So let's find out what are the various categories available. So let's say you have I mean, you can see the list of categories. So you have children book is there. You have academic books is there. Let's say you're writing for law. is there. You're writing science, is there. Maths is there. If you're writing for politics, is there. Writing for parenting and relationship, it's also there. If you're writing for young people, look at it here also. So, I mean, there are several. So let's say our material it's a self-help material, and it's supposed to teach people under self-help. There are still there are subcategories under self-help. Let's say it's supposed to teach people about, or maybe just motivate people. So let's say motivational. So can you see that's the first category, and we have saved it. So we have saved the category, and let me see. Yes, so that's done. That's been saved already. So that's because our book falls into that category. So you have to look out for what category fits your book. Then next is the keyword section. Keyword section highlights what's unique about your book. So this is for career excellence. This is for um, career growth. This is also for uh, managers. It's also for managers at their place of work. Sorry, somebody is trying to join, and sorry, just give me a few seconds. All right, so this is for managers, let's say for professionals. So you have the option of actually selecting up to 7. So let's stick with this 4 for now, and come to the pre-order segment. So under pre-order, you want to either select if you're ready to release your book now, or you want to actually make your book available at a later date. So after you submit your publication, it can take up to 72 hours long to go live. I already mentioned that to us. If you are actually picking to make it to pre-order it, so you want to put the date for when people can actually access the book. So let's say you want to put it um, in the next 5 days, so that it's available on Friday, or either on Thursday or Friday. So, but the least you can actually do is about, I think, about 3 days. That's the least you can actually do. So let's try and see this so that we can progress to the next stage. So you remember well, I already talked about Kindle ebook details, and we are now at the book content, Kindle ebook content, Kindle ebook content. So at the ebook content level, you want to make sure that you have your book handy. This is that's where you upload your book, the book cover, and informations about the book. So this is where you put your manuscript. You have it. If you have it, you say yes. If you click yes, I have the file. So you upload, you can upload manuscripts. Then you're able to upload your manuscripts. Uh, If you click on no, so you can click on no because you are going to put it in you're going to publish it at a later date. And would you like to apply digital rights management to your file? Yes or no? What's digital rights management? So that will mean that people cannot have access to your ebook uh, outside of the platform, right? So yes or no. So depending on you as an author, some authors want security for their intellectual material, and as such, just click yes. So you have the option of actually changing to no. So they said this cannot be changed after publication. So if your book is published, it can't be changed. So you want to upload your front cover. If you have the front cover of your book, front cover is what people see. You want to actually put it. So do you have two options here. Either you create your book cover using the launch cover creator that Amazon gives you, or you upload your own book cover. So these are options that you want to explore. Um, I mean, they made it a lot easy for you. So let's look at the various book covers they've designed already. If you like any of them, if you want to go with any of them, you can actually go ahead. Uh, I think we should do. You should use this. I think we should use this. If you want to make an adjustment, you can also do that. But for now, let's just save this and move on. So it's taking a while to load because it's an image. If we also we understand what's going on so far. We're already at the second stage of the book publishing, and I'll open the group to questions as soon as possible so that we can ask our questions. I know we have several questions to ask about what's going on. So it's building the cover for us. Uh, yes, so we are back here. So like I mentioned earlier, you can actually use the Kindle cover creator, or if you have your own cover designed from somewhere, you can just click on upload the cover already. So the cover has to be in JPEG or TIF format. So you can upload it. See the cover we just designed. Look at it here. It's already here. So if you're using AI, use AI to create your book content. It's good to declare it here. Uh, so you have the options to let them know. If you click no, if you say no, so you just know. But when you click on yes, you see, do you want to declare as your test that some sections with minimal or no editing? So you get to check that. Is the entire work with extensive editing? So you also want to declare which AI you used, e.g. ChatGPT. So, because that's one of the common apps. I hope nobody is trying to join us and is waiting at the lobby. please let me check if somebody. All right. I think. Oh, okay. Sandra is saying she has to drop off. Okay. All right. That's fine. This meeting is recorded, so it means that if you were part of this, can um, if you're part of this, you can get the recording to this event. So this is the point where you preview. This is the point where you preview your book. So you preview it to see what it looks like, right? This is ISBN. ISBN lets you able to put a number to your book, right? Such that ISBN stands for International Standard Book Number. So it helps you to identify your book globally, so people can actually know about your book just by punching in that number anywhere in the world. Do we have any? Is someone trying to speak? All right. So accessibility features. Uh, so you want to give people some level of rights to your book. So depending on what features, what rights, what you want them to be able to access. I don't know if my informative images include alternative tests. So I mean, if you, so there's a way you can actually put alternative tests. Alternative test works when you have your book and all right, so can we sit together? Please, I'd like to know if we're together. If you are still here, please drop a message or drop a note. Let me know that we are still together.
We are together. We are together.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, sir. So this is accessibility features. These features let people know if the alternative tests to images that are missing or that might not load or might have issues. It's also important. So you could just put I don't know, then you make progress. So we have an issue here. All right. So there's an issue here. The issue is that we have to upload a manuscript. Let me see if this works. All right, so we have been able to bypass this. I mean, of course, it's because I know what's going on. That's why I'm able to skip that process. This is the last stage of this for the ebook publishing on Amazon Kindle, Kindle Direct. So we have gone through the Kindle ebook details. That's what we did here. We have gone through the ebook content, and we are now at the ebook pricing. Pricing lets you put a price tag to your material. Kindle Select. So this is where you do the Kindle Select for your book and you click publish. So enroll my book in Kindle Select. Kindle Select is a category. Okay, it's free 90-day program offered to Kindle ebooks. Allows you to run discounts, participate in promotions for your book, right? So if you want to join, fantastic opportunities for you. I will encourage you to do that as a first-time author, or you are first-time publishing on Kindle. So for territories, if you want to publish to all the territories that Amazon has right to, or just individual territories, up to you. So if you want to just publish to a select place so that only people in those select places can actually access your material, you can actually just do that here. And but for me, look at, there are over 200 territories, and actually 245 territories here. So you have the options of um, picking that. Let me see if we have a new, I think we have a new. All right, thank you, Mr. Gabriel. I just saw a message. So for all territories, you select this, and I'll prefer all territories. So if you remember before now, we already picked Amazon as our primary marketplace, and this is where there's pricing. This is where you set your pricing. So Amazon gives you the option of taking 30% or 70% from the sale of your book. So you remember that Amazon is giving you the opportunity to sell your book for free on their platform. You are not paying a dime. You are not meeting anybody. All you just need to do is put your book here, and within a few hours, your book is live and accessible to anyone, um, anywhere in the world that you have selected while publishing your book. So this is where your pricing, your royalty, and distribution. So um, you want to determine how much you will get. So what it means when you select 35% is that, for example, if you are selling your book for $100, I'm saying, for example, let's say for $100. So the implication is that you get $35 whenever a copy of your book is sold on the Amazon platform. Somebody comes on Amazon and decides to buy a copy of your book, Amazon will keep 65% and give you 35%. Somebody will be wondering, why would a author give Amazon more than they are getting as an author? Well, it depends on the individual. So, and it comes with certain clauses also. Then for 70%, you can decide that, "Oh, I want to keep 70% of the book sales, such that Amazon takes 30 and you keep 70. There's an information here. A manuscript hasn't been uploaded yet. Of course, we all know it wasn't uploaded, and that's intentional. You can upload yours if you do have yours available. I do have mine, but for some reasons, I do not want to go through that process for now, because this is a sample. I'm just trying to walk us through so we see how it looks. And you can also do the same and reach out if you have any issues. If you choose 70% royalty plan, the estimated royalty will reflect a delivery cost for a file size of 5 MB. Delivery cost can change based on the size of your file size. So while we recommend using the grid on the Kindle ebook pricing setup page to understand how file size and delivery cost can affect royalties. It's just advisable that you keep your file size lower than 5 MB. So what will make your file size large? Of course, for many people, many authors use Microsoft Word to type their material. But Microsoft Word is not the only format acceptable on Amazon. So there are also different formats accessible or available, right? So, but this information is to let you know that try and keep it below 5 MB. And this applies to people who are writing and are using images on their book. So you are writing and you're using images, it tend to increase the size of your book, right? So this is let's say we are picking 70%, and on this platform. So this is why. So I mentioned earlier. Why do you think somebody will pick 70%? Why do you think somebody will pick 35%? So let me show you why now. So if you pick 35% royalty, so you want to get only 35% of the sale of your book, right? So it means that you can set a price range. The minimum price range you can set for your book is 0.99 cents. That's 99 cents, rather 99 cents for your book. While the maximum you can set amount for your book is $200. Do you get that? So the minimum is 0.99 dollars, and the maximum is $200. While for 70% royalty, the minimum you can set is 2.99 dollars, and the maximum you can set is 9.99 dollars. Do you see now? So let's say, for example, you think your material is worth $100 and you want to use $100. If you want to get 70% royalty, that will not be possible. So you cannot set anything, you can't set that for your book. You can only set a maximum, you can only set a 35% royalty to get to make your book to be priced at $100. So it's up to you. So let's say we put it as a 35%, we can set it to $100. So it means that you will definitely be getting $35 per every book purchase. And you see that this pricing is also um, calculated and adjusted to all other domains. Look at the other domains. In Canadian dollars, about $237. In Japan, it's about 14,000 plus. So depending on in euros, it is about 70, sorry, about 86. So that's how it is. And you can actually submit at this point. So this is where you submit for pre-order, because we are doing a pre-order. This is where you submit it, and once you click submit, you are able to publish it immediately, such that it goes live uh, to the public and people can actually see it. That will bring us to the end of the book publishing on Amazon, ebook publishing on Amazon KDP. At this point, I will open the floor to questions. I'll be taking questions from us. I will be opening this floor up to questions so that if you have questions, you can ask, and we can see how to handle them. If you have questions from all the things we've done so far, if you have questions from other things that you think you probably need clarity on or you've had before now, you can ask and you will get a good answer to them. Thank you very much, Gabriel. Thank you, Luashi. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Godwin. Thank you, Lisa, for joining the call. I await our questions. Oh, Mr. Gabriel is saying quite explanatory. Quite explanatory. Thank you. Thank you. I believe that if you're a first time author, you should be able to learn. You already have an idea of how to publish your book now. I mean, you do not even need me any longer. You don't need me any longer to publish your book. So I think Mr. Gabriel is typing is typing. Who else has any question before we bring this meeting to a close?
Yeah, the area I need explanation is still on the pricing. You talked about the royalty. Can you hear me, sir?
All right. Yes, I'm with you. Please kindly introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Who is speaking?
Yeah, I'm Henry.
All right, Henry. Mr. Henry, go on.
It's actually, yes, it's actually on the pricing. Actually, everything is well explained. I got understanding of everything, the content and all that. But the pricing is where I'm having the issue. Which should I choose? Is it the 35? Is it the 70? Okay, because I have an ebook where I think maybe the pricing is supposed to be $10. So if I choose 35 or 70, I don't know which I should take. So I just need your suggestion or an advice on that.
All right, thank you very much for that question. So, as you can see my screen, if you determine that the price of your book is $10, so you can see that after I put in $10 here, it's not allowing it, right? Because it's not permitted within the 70% royalty level. So if you want to get $10, you have to set it at $35. Sorry, 35% rather, not $35. You have to set it at 35%. 35%. So that's how it works. And except if you want to make a compromise, so price it as, I mean, so the difference between the maximum you can do for 70% is 9.9999. So except you want to make a compromise of just 1 cent so that it is permitted in the 70% band, right? I for one will go with 70%. Why will I go with 70%? I mean, probably a first time, or I will advise. I mean, you could take my advice or otherwise. It's not my advice is not law. It's not sacrosanct. So you can decide to either take it or not. You can do your research also and find out which one works for you. But I would say 70%, and here's why. Uh, the band, that's the 2.99 to 9.99, is a fair band for you to sell your book. It's a fair range for you to sell your book. So if you priced your book at $5 in Nigeria today, $5 is over $5 is over 7,000 naira. So you can imagine what that means in Nigeria today, right? So um, think about the implication. How would your reader think about the price? How would the value of your book uh, impact on how the user will perceive the book? Of course, the pricing also affects. Uh, Pricing is very, very important in how people make decision to either buy your book or not, right? So you want to also put all those things in mind when making that decision on pricing, right? So for a first-time person, I think that range is good for enough for you. I think it will not appear too overpriced for you, seeing that you want to get as much sales as possible, you want to reach as many people as possible, you want to break whatever barrier that will hinder them from making that decision, that buying decision. So it's good that uh, you are able to make that decision clearly. But I would advise 70 and just work with your 9.999 dollars, Mr. Henry. Thank you very much for that question. Mr. Gabriel said that
Thank you so
he
much.
probably you're welcome. Mr. Gabriel said that he doesn't have any question now. He would ask his question when he's doing a live He's doing a live test himself. He's trying to upload this book. So, in the absence of any other question, I think we'll just stop the meeting here at this point, and I look forward to having us in another session of some other time that will be communicated to us on the group. Thank you for joining. Thank you for all the thank you for the support, and I wish us a lovely, lovely evening. Bye for now.